Good morning, Junior 4. Today our lesson about drama, Sherlock Holmes 2 plays. Our scene today is scene 6. We're done with the scene 5. We know from scene 5 and scene 4 that they began to visit the rooms of the 3 students. They started with Gilchrist's room, and then the second one was Doutrust's room. We know from scene 5 that Mr. Doutrust was worried about the examination, as he said to Mr. Holmes, and he was so worried when he was speaking with Mr. Holmes. That's why Mr. Holmes ended with him the speech with good evening, and he left him. And then they went to visit Mr. Miles McLaurin's room. While visiting Mr. Miles McLaurin's room, Mr. Miles McLaurin's he didn't want to open his door, and he said that he is very busy and he don't have time, and this is the time for studying for the examination. Mr. Soames tried with him to open the door and tried to introduce to him his visitors, Mr. Holmes and Mr. Watson, but he refused to open the door. That's why Mr. Holmes decided to leave the place, and he asked Mr. Soames to see if Mr. McLaurin was a tall young man or not, but he said that Mr. McLaurin wasn't tall, but the tallest of them was Gilchrist. Mr. Holmes wanted to leave, and then Mr. Soames was confused because Mr. Holmes didn't give him the answer of his questions, who was the one who copied the papers, because the exam will be tomorrow, and then till now he didn't tell him. But Mr. Holmes promised Mr. Soames that he will come back tomorrow morning before the exam to find the answers with him, or to tell him all the answers of his questions. Now let's read together scene 6. Its title is Miles McLaurin. Holmes, Watson, and Soames are outside the door of Miles McLaurin's room. McLaurin from inside the room: "Go away, I'm busy. I can't see anybody. Go away at once." Mr. Soames: "McLaurin, this is Mr. McLaurin from inside the room. Go away, it's the examination tomorrow. I must study." Holmes: "Come, my friends, it's not important." Soames: "I am sorry, Mr. Holmes, but..." Holmes, walking away: "Is he a tall young man?" Soames: "Tall? No, McLaurin isn't tall. Gilchrist is the tallest of the 3. Holmes: "Good. And now, Mr. Soames, good night." Soames: "What? Are you going? But tomorrow is the examination. What can I do? How?" Holmes: "I'm going to take the pieces of pencil and the mud with me. Don't worry, I'm going to come back tomorrow morning with the answer." Now we're done with scene 6, dear students. Remember that we'll send you the answers of all the questions we have at the main booklet through the internet. Thank you. Bye.